Hi, everybody. It's me again, RPG Grandma. Like, subscribe, comment. I always forget to say that. Spitballing part two. So I kind of just rambled through stuff. You gotta try to figure out what's going on. Sometimes you just need to sit somebody down and ask them. Again, trying to get the answer out of them, what's going on, might be difficult without them feel like they're being judged. But just tell them you want them to have a good time, and you're just checking in to make sure that they are having a good time. Some people will never ever really uh, role play. They that's just they. I don't know if they can't conceptualize it, but it's hard to say because most people do know how to step out of their comfort zones a little bit, if for no other reason than real life self preservation. you know, um, so getting them relaxed, and like I said, taking different steps towards your goal. Now, if you're virtual doing it, you may be able to put, like, I don't know how to do it on StreamYard. I haven't figured it out, but I have StreamYard. But you may be able to put a little image up, like a 3x5 card, that has the goal that you want for that session. If you go over to talking about games, I'm over there, and I think I'm on 28 millimeters as well in a Traveler game. I have to go look which one. Now it's way back. Um, you can see different styles of. I mean, everyone's trying to do the same thing: role play, immersion. But those are kind of like where I am on the net for virtual gaming. Um, Also, your group might not be ready to be live streamed. They may be super self conscious. That's a thought. That's why our group's not up. I know that the people that we're just getting to come out of their shells on this kind of stuff will totally shut down. Might not even come to the table. They're that self conscious because they're young. Okay, but you can be older and be self conscious. I know people who they're older. They would have an anxiety attack if I said, "Hey, do the Hollywood Squares in virtual," they'd be like, "No," you know. So, so people can be pulled at conflict with themselves. They want to do this thing, and they don't want to do this thing, and then you don't get the results you want. You get this in between place out of them. But one of the things that happens that Abe does is he asks us what we expect to happen or some goals um, before we start. So it's not just a recap of what happened last week. Um, we do that, and that gets you thinking. It does. So you might try that. It might be a way of helping the brain turn on. Besides your little recap, last time we played, blah 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 blah. The recaps can help with their imaginations, by the way. Um, but it might also by asking them, "Yo, what do you want to achieve this gaming this session? What are your goals?" You know, because what you're really asking them isn't leveling up. What is the goals for your PC? What is your PC is trying to achieve besides just staying alive? Which sometimes that really is the thing. I don't want to get eaten by the red dragon that just emerged and we stopped there. Right, that's my goal. Right. You know, um, but maybe it is when sometimes it's things stop and lulls in the game, so maybe they have another goal. Just getting people to say a couple sentences might be helpful. Um, yeah, I mentioned about rewards, rewarding players, making it tied to their role playing. Who role played the best? You could have that. Um, you could, and again, make it something the group votes on. It's just not coming from you. You know what I'm saying? Um, make them like try to get that comrade thing going, the camaraderie, where they're encouraging each other. How that's going to manifest at your table may not be like a radio show or movie at all. Uh, don't worry about it because you're trying to get somebody to move from not saying or doing anything to saying and doing things. Let them know that if something's happening and they really want to interject, that maybe that's okay because maybe it'll save their buddy's life. All right. Good example of a role playing thing you could encourage. When someone's down and we don't know if they're dead or alive, um, if you can get to them in one turn, melee turn, two melee turns, maybe you roll a dice for it, um, and and I mean you tell the players this beforehand, and you can render aid. It can be any aid. You don't have to do cure light wounds, any of that. You're starting to do something, and you talk to them. Don't die on me, buddy. Hey, stay with me. Don't you quit. You can help them make their save for somehow. Figure out the mechanic you want to use. That will encourage a couple things: teamwork, people watching each other's backs, people trying to help a player character that's in trouble, and it does increase the drama on your table because they have to say something like that. They have to say it. I'm trying to stop the bleeding. Stay with me, Tamar. You want to see your beautiful wife, whatever. You're right. Get that happening. Talk to me, right? That can start to lead to other things, and it's good drama. And if it gives them a mechanical boost, either the saving throw that the player will make, or allows the person trying to render aid make an additional saving throw for the other person. Like, I'm rolling my 20, rolling my percentile dice, instead of the cure light wounds, just so that they don't die that turn. They stabilize. So go for it because they will get into it. That's something everybody's kind of seen in the movies and stuff. Okay, but you may just have to talk to people and find out where they're at, what's going on with them. Like, are they having trouble imagining? Are they having trouble focusing? Do you need to hand out notepads and paper to everybody and pencils and stuff so that they have something to handle? Or do you need to have that be a requirement in the virtual game? Like everybody, you need to bring note paper and pencil so you can take notes. So if nothing else, trying to get them to take notes, even though they might not talk a lot, at least when it's time for them to talk, they will have a better chance of following along, and it's a way of focusing if they are in fact distracted or having trouble focusing. So it really depends on what's going on with them. Anxiety, a lack of creativity. Then you got to figure out how to get them creative. If that comes to, hey, everybody, draw a picture and show it to us before we start the next session. Have them do that. Whatever it takes to get them more into what they're doing. Just don't make me LARP. I actually know how to cosplay, but I just don't do it for D&D. I do it for other things. I'm a Klingon in a Klingon club, but I haven't done that in several years now. Be out too busy. Maybe have everybody wear a hat. Make a hat that represents your character. Something silly. And whatever it takes, think outside the box because you're baby stepping people into a realm they're just not used to at all. Even if they've been playing the game for a long time, they just may have never gone and played it this way.